Hi, Matt Cawthorn here. I'm going to give you a quick tour of the Vim-based iRule editor for Linux and OS 10 or whatever Nix system has a Python-enabled Vim. That's the #1 big requirement. So for me, this is a Debian Unix, Linux rather. And I just did an apt-get install Vim Python, and that was it. And it was literally that simple. And it's got Python 2.4.4 or so, which works and is great. And I installed PyControl 2 and wrote some custom library of custom plugins code for Vim, and here we are. And I'm going to walk you through it right now. I'll provide the code in a tarball here and post it up to DevCentral. So I'm in Vim now, which is no big deal. There's no file name. No, you can see here. There's no nothing. I'll share my Vim RC as well, by the way, which is I got from online, and I just cobbled together a bunch of stuff to make this thing work, and it works really well. So because Vim is amazing. So let's connect to a box. That's the whole point. I'm going to do co is the command, and all the custom commands that I wrote were they start with a capital letter, which I think is a Vim convention. So 10.20.20.245 is my lab box IP address, and it's going to prompt me for username and password input. And it's connecting now, and all I do is ls with a capital L to list, and there's my rules, and it's all syntax highlighted. There's a little menu and all that jazz. If I hit the space bar, I can expand and contract these folds here, so it's nice and tidy. You'll see I've got some GTM rules and the full list. There's really two contexts here. It's the GTM and LTM context. So to get a rule, to fetch one from the box, I'll do get with a capital G, and here's my rule. And if I hit spacebar, obviously you can see the syntax highlighting. There's a custom syntax file. Notice the extension. I've told Vim that anything with the extension iRule is an iRule file, and it'll do the custom stuff. I've got a custom syntax dictionary for this with mappings and all. So which will be in the tarball. So I'm going to save this. I'm going to modify it. And save it. So I'm going to blow away these two comments, and then I'll do to save SAV, and boom, the LTM rule has been updated. It's done. Now if I wanted to do a GTM rule, just to show everybody, I'm going to get this one again. I did an ls and then I did a get, so I'm now in GTM world, and I'll do another one. Now SAV, and I need to give it an argument of GTM, which tells PyControl, hey, use the GTM WSDL, don't use the LTM WSDL. And it does, and then the GTM rule's been updated. And that's it. It's done. If to show you what it looks like if I don't do that, it's going to throw a stack trace, and it's going to show you that we're hitting local LB, which is wrong. It needs to be in global LB. And we're going to get a message from the big IP saying that it can't find anything because it doesn't exist. And it's not valid in that context. So likewise for syntax, I'm going to blow away that close, and I'll do an SAV, and I'll get a I'm going to blow away that close brace, and it's going to tell me about it and gripe about it, just like it does on the, not as pretty as on Windows for sure. I'll work on that, but so anyhow, and command isn't valid in scope and all that. This is the common stuff that we expect to see. So anyhow, I'll fix this up and save it. GTM rule updated, great. And that's really it. And I'll show you just really quickly when DNS, and if I hit tab, I get a syntax or tab completion here. And I can cycle through these by continuing to hit tab. I can use the up and down arrows, or control P and control N, I think, and it'll auto close braces and all that kind of jazz for us. So it's pretty slick, anyhow. Wanted to give you a nickel tour of that, and I'm going to save this again. I'm going to ls again, get my rules, and to quit I'm just going to do QA bang, and I'm out. So next installment we're going to talk about how to install it. I think Jason's going to do some information on that. And then I'm going to show you how to customize this beast to suit your needs. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next time.